welcome back to my channel. And yeah, my desk is so full. Don't feel pressured. This is when I do practice sessions, like when I'm practicing to do a video. This is how basically my desk looks. So obviously I just finished up the practice session and I was too lazy to clear my desk off. But before I get into my actual video session with you, I am going to get those pesky little disclaimers out of the way, and then I'm going to tell you why my desk is so full. Of course, before I get started, I do have my disclaimers. I live near a major highway here in the country of Belize, so you will hear those motor vehicles in my background, even more so now that the country is slowly reopening. Yes, that's right. We have, for the most part, we have bent our curve, for the most part. Let's not jinx it. Let's keep it the way it is. But for the most part, we look like we're on that way. We're almost there. We're like halfway there. Please, 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 please let us bend our curve. So don't jinx it. And so we're slowly reopening. And so you will hear those motor vehicles in the background because that strict measure of quarantine that we were under for about 2 weeks has lifted. We're still, for the most part, under quarantine, but the strict measures that we had before has lifted. And so we're on our way. Also, you will also hear those wild birds in my background because I'm filming in the evening, and sometimes they like to, if you guys don't know anything about birds, they usually wake up in the morning and fly out from where they sleep to go and get food, and in the evening they fly back to where they sleep. So it's evening time, and so they'll probably be flying up and down near me because they're flying to the trees or wherever they sleep in the evening, so you probably will hear them. And finally, I have dogs. Again, it's in the evening. I'm not sure, but I have dogs. My neighbor have dogs, and so if anyone comes near the house, you will hear those dogs, including my own, start barking. And with that, I end my pesky little disclaimers, and we'll get on with our program. Okay, so now that I have my disclaimers out of the way, let's talk about why my desk is so full. I moved the palette off to the side. I'm actually doing the first time ever a 3-way collaboration with Anna over at Anna's Drawing Channel and Miss Molly's Art. Okay, so I will be linking their YouTube channel in my description below, so please go check them out. Anna, as you guys know, I don't say enough about Anna because she is such a very warm person. She's so nice, guys. She is super uber nice. And I just got to meet Molly, and she's just equally as warm-hearted and as nice, and it's just so much fun for me connecting with these ladies. I'm not sure if they're young ladies, but just connecting with these ladies. It's just so much fun for me. Where I live in Belize, and they don't live in Belize. They live in, I think Anna lives in the United States. I don't know where Molly lives, but it's just so amazing that even though we're countries apart, we can still connect, and we still can find things within each other that is common, even though we're from different cultures and different backgrounds. It's so amazing that we're able to connect and find commonality. It's just, I'm just flabbergasted by it all. So guys, go check them out. I'll be leaving the links to their channels in the description below. Okay, so now that I've introduced my collaboration partners to you, what are we doing? We are in Mermaid, and in celebration of Mermaid, we have all decided to do a mermaid themed prompt. And looking at the official mermaid prompt, I was the one who came up with it. I decided that we should all do, sorry, my brush just moved, all do the prompt futuristic. And we are all challenged to do this prompt using limited colors. I am not going to say what medium they're going to use because I'm using obviously watercolor because I have out my Arteza Premium Watercolor Paper Pad sketchbook. So obviously I'm using watercolor as my limited color challenge. I don't know what Anna is doing. I honestly don't know what Molly's doing. I'm hoping I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. I am just so excited that I'm doing a three-way prompt, and it is unknown how they're going to interpret the mermaid prompt, futuristics, how they're going to interpret their mermaids, if they're going to include mermaids. Will they build a mermaid around a city? Will they build a robot mermaid? I don't know. I don't know. And I am just super excited to find out. So check them out. Look at their description below. Go to their channel and just be blown away. These are phenomenal ladies, and it's a pleasure for me to be collabing with them. Okay, so how did I interpret futuristic? It's not this. It's actually, let's pull this up here. This little boy here. Put up the lights so you guys can see better. I hope you guys can see it. This little rough sketch here. I have adopted a new original character. I'm hoping I introduce you guys to her before I make this video public. But if you have not met her yet, her name is October. And she's a octopus-like Ursula from the Little Mermaid, Disney rendition of the Little Mermaid-like creature. I do have a traditional drawing of October without, there goes my dog, without her mermaid or futuristic prompt, and here she is. She is so gorgeous. October has taught me so much about my art style. Not only that, but she has taught me so much about octopus. Because basically to draw October, you really do have to have an appreciation for how the octopus moves and how they interact with their environment, because October doesn't have legs, she has tentacles, and so you really have to be aware of how these tentacles move in relation to the body, to her torso and head and everything, and in relation to how she's moving and in relation to how they're moving. So I basically adopted a similar style here, and her familiar is called Norbert. And I have a picture of Norbert. I'm just flipping through. And this is how Norbert traditionally looks. Now, he is not an octopus. He's actually an alien. And how Norbert came about, let me see if I can find the book. It should be here, though. Let me get back to you and show you guys how Norbert came about. Sorry. This is my sketchbook that I have for Mermaid, and basically it is my Mermaid 2020 sketchbook, and here it says Learning October. And so it's basically what I did for Mermaid of 2020 is I use October as the main character of this sketchbook, and initially I just made a sketchbook of October. Here she is. And she's just looking at her sunset. And I picked 12 prompts to do October with. So there's 12 prompts here. And I think I introduced this also in another video. So hopefully, I'm not sure if this video is going to go first or the other, or this video here is going to go first. But there's two videos talking about mermaid and my interpretation or my approach to mermaid. And so basically I made this sketchbook, and it's basically a coloring book, and I do have this as a PDF file. I want to share it with you guys so you guys can download it and color it along with me. And I just basically, and it's made on mixed media paper, so I could use different mediums to color this. And so it's just basically, and when I reached to the prompt, ashamed, I drew October and a creature and what looks like a hiding bin or some kind of metal box hiding, and that creature was actually Norbert. And then Norbert explained to October who he is, where he's from, and why he's on Earth. And he's basically just an alien. And I thought I would adopt Norbert as October's familiar. So he is not necessarily an octopus, because octopus have 8 legs and Norbert only have 4 legs. But it looks like bubble legs. And so, and it was just the other day I chose his color to be green, so it doesn't clash too much with October's colors, which she is more of a ultramarine kind of color and blue skin, and she has like gray hair. So this is my newest character, October. And of course, you guys know September. I don't know what she's doing here. You have to ask her what she's doing here. It looks like she's saying hooray. But this is September, and I'm sure she's right next to me. And this basically, this is it. And of course, September's familiar, which is Theodore, or Theo for short. He's a toucan. So yeah. Okay, so I have already pre-drawn my figure, as you can see here. I'm using my sketchbook. This is, I have like 1 of 4 or sometimes 5 sketchbooks. That's why I'm kind of digging here next to me. Normally, if I don't want to draw directly into my surface, I would put the picture, the drawing in here, fine tune it in this book, and then transfer it onto my surface using my light box. So that's what I'm doing. And since I've already done the pre-draw already, it's just to do the transference. So that's what I'll be doing. And I'll be speeding up that, including the inking, so you guys can see it. And then we're going to do the coloring. Okay? Does that sound fun? I hope it sounds fun. I am finished. I've already pre-selected my colors. This is actually in here, my color mixes. These are not the pure colors. These are actually already pre-mixed colors. So I'm going to kind of get that out of the way a little bit. And I'm going to be pushing this. In my palette, I'll be using 4 colors for this limited color challenge. I'll be using ultramarine blue, PB29, chromium green oxide, PG17, cadmium yellow medium, PY37, and burnt sienna, PBR7. Oh gosh, I've pre-selected these, and as you can see, my palette doesn't look so neat. That's because I'm using my very own homemade palette, and all those colors that I've previously mentioned are colors that I actually made myself. So this is actually my watercolor palette that I made. For you guys who are just joining me on this channel and just recently come, yes, there was a time when I did dabble in making my own homemade watercolors, and this is basically it. There is only 4 half pans here that I did not put together myself, and it's this color here, this one, and this one. And I did not do these 4 colors here, but all the rest, the yellow, this cadmium red medium, I did those 2. This color here is actually cadmium red violet. quinacridone gold. Yes, I got a quin gold. This one is I forgot the name of this one. It's like crystal ice blue. I have to check this one out. I think that's it. I don't remember. I think it's crystal ice blue. And this one is another chromium green, oxide green. But I also made my own chromium oxide green, so I just used the one I made. And so anyway, I've introduced you guys now to the palette. The colors I'll be using will be listed here, somewhere here on my left. And I already pre-wet my brushes, mixed up my colors, so I have my drawing all set out. Here they are. October and Norbert. What do you look? Do they look futuristic to you? I'm not sure what they're doing or where they're going, but wherever they are, they sure look nice together. So now that I've set my palette out, I have my mixes together. Let's get to the coloring, okay? Oh, wow. I am finished. Please ignore the mess that I have here on my left-hand side. Let me take my water out of the way. Just so you guys don't have this water to look at. Okay, so tell me what you think. I did use the limited colors. As you can see here, I have them marked here on my side. I did have to go back in with my Posca markers and try to build up back some of my lines because this chromium green oxide is super opaque. So it kind of hide a lot of my lines that I had before, and I was like, oh no, my lines are gone. So I'm just actually, right now, that's what I'm trying to do, bring them back. So I'm just using a Posca marker just to bring them back because it's just super opaque that it just literally destroyed my lines. So that's what I'm trying to do right now, bring them back. And on the other hand, I was just having so much fun. When I mix the colors together, especially for Norbert, I'm sorry, I just have to say Norbert, I adore you. You're very brave little alien character, but when I mix the colors together, I wanted him to have somewhat of a cool grayish kind of black color because I didn't want his dark color to clash with October's here, which is usually a cool to warm gray. And so to get that, I mixed the burnt sienna with the ultramarine, and I tried to produce a gray that was really more cool to Norbert's warm gray. And what happened was, here am I trying to mix a warm gray for Norbert and a cool dark gray for October. And what happened was the cool gray, well, the warm gray, sorry, that I was trying to, the dark warm gray that I was trying to make for Norbert turned out to look like poop. I don't know. I mean, please let me know in the comments below if this color looks like poop, because that's what I've been having fun with this entire time I was painting this piece. I was like, oh, Norbert and his poop suit. I was like, just trying to color his poop suit, and I'm actually here apologizing. I'm like, I am so sorry, Norbert. I did not honestly mean to give you a poop suit. I just wanted you to stand out from October, and gosh, it just went horribly wrong. And so I was like, oh gosh, what am I gonna do? But guys, let me know in the comments below what you think of it, especially how I chose to paint this piece. I wanted to go with colors that made October and Norbert stand out, and I noticed that his October is familiar. His color is actually green, so I wanted to go with some greens. I wanted him to stand out from October. I hope I accomplished that. Do they look futuristic? Do they look like they're about to go explore a foreign planet? Let me know in the comments below. Oh gosh, let me know in the comments below. And with that, I will say I end the sessions with you. I hope Molly and Anna love this. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what they have planned, but I hope this could add into the collaboration. I don't know. I hope it does, because Norbert is wearing a poop suit. But I really hope this meets up to their expectation and to their artwork. I am so happy, so blessed to be collabing with these phenomenal ladies. And with that, I end my session. And as always, guys, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.